Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Talking About Rock. I'm Rob Edwards. My Nashville counterpart, Jerry Schmidt's on assignment. This past year, we lost another rock icon, Michael Day, known to the world as Meatloaf. With his powerful voice and wide range, along with the music of Jim Steinman, his theatrical shows secured his legacy in rock history. Today we have with us, from the Ultimate Meat Loaf Tribute Band, John Doboe. John, how are you today? Welcome to the show.
Very good, and thanks for having me.
Sure. It's great to speak with you. So you guys are a New York Meat Loaf Tribute Band. So how did this come about for you guys? You've always been playing these songs, or did you just decide, heck, we're just gonna go for it?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I've been a musician since I'm 9 years old professionally. I was very fortunate to be brought up in a musical family. My dad was the original sax player to Johnny Maestro and the Crests. He played with Lionel Hampton as well. And he just made me learn several different instruments. So I'd been doing all styles of music from an early age, 9 years old, doing big band and then doing wedding gigs and that sort of thing. But being a heavier guy with a big voice, I started singing maybe about 13. And then I was playing trumpet and sax and played drums my whole life. Piano I played since I was a kid as well. And then basically, I just always liked the catalog, obviously. The Steinman's incredible, and Mead himself, his voice. And it dawned on me about 13 years ago that I really would probably be a good candidate to do tributes. Tributes started to pop up all over the island. And I thought, wow, it'd be pretty cool. I always loved Bon Jovi, and I can sing Bon Jovi really well, but I didn't think a fat Bon Jovi would be a good fit. So I kind of looked for something that would fit what I looked like as well as what I sounded like. I always was an R&B fan. Like my favorite groups are Tower and Power, Power, and Earth, Wind and Fire, and James Brown, but I certainly couldn't have really done a tribute vocally with one of them. Well, I guess I could have done Tower Power, but I don't know that they would have been as mainstream. So yeah, it just made sense. So my bassist Jim Garaputo and I played in my band, which was a cover band. Did weddings and birthdays and engagements and all sorts of different bars and clubs. And we really didn't do any Meatloaf until about 13 years ago. And then I said to him, listen, man, this tribute thing is starting to take off. Maybe we should try to do this,
Yeah, the tribute thing has definitely been huge, right? All over the place because of the rising ticket sales. It's hard to see the big name artists, and they've got competition shows. Yeah, the tribute thing is going on all over the place.
Absolutely. And a wild thing was the drummer is from Long Island. He was actually, my dad was a school teacher, a music teacher, and he had him in elementary school. And then he actually played in the band with me. I was up front playing trumpet, sax, and singing. My dad was playing, and we did weddings, and the drummer was actually in the band drumming. And then he met Meat and has been drumming with him since. So then when the passing of Meatloaf happened, of course, the phone was starting to ring off the hook. So I knew that this product was a great product. Right before COVID, we had so much lined up, and I was like, oh, this is finally going to be great, we probably did 10 shows a year, struggling, because, even though tributes were, big, it's tough to book. Meatloaf is not, you would think it would be very mainstream, but there's like 12 Billy Joel bands on the island. They're always working,
Yeah.
We're the only Meatloaf band. And it was like, so hard to get a gig. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's all starting to change for you now, right?
Well, yeah, like I said, it was starting to change right before COVID, and then COVID hit, and it was like, oh man, there goes. We're playing this weekend at the Riviera, and that was actually scheduled for 2 years ago. So it was set back, but like you said, the phones are going off the hook now. We're getting calls from all over, and couldn't be more excited and more thrilled to bring Meat's legacy to the stage, because he was just an amazing guy and great singer, and Jim Steinman's catalog is just incredible. So
yeah, it was
really,
such a great fit for them when they got together. I remember the album coming out in that summer in '77 when Bad Out of Hell came out, and it was different from anything that was going on at the time. It was rock and roll, but it was kind of a little operatic, theatrical. It was, the shows were very powerful, and it was a very different type of thing that he started. I don't think anyone has touched his style really.
right. The only thing close to it at the time would have probably been Queen. But even, I mean, totally different music, but the theatrical, the operatic vocals and the arrangements, but no one was writing 8-minute songs, 10-minute songs. I mean, all these songs are like so long.
Right. They used to tell me, you can't write songs that long. I remember them telling so many artists like that during the Queen movie. I remember them telling them, you can't have a song that long. It'll never be played on the radio, and when radio was, you had to have your songs played on the radio to break, but yeah, that was amazing when that came out. I remember hearing that over and over all the time like crazy, and such the outpouring for him when he passed. It was so good to see so many people acknowledging him finally, through so many different artists, so many different people that he touched and his music affected. He was amazing, and I mean, it was all the grouping of him and Jim bringing all that music together, though, that made it possible.
Amazing actor too. Amazing actor as well.
Yeah, right. He broke into acting and doing different movie roles. I of course remember him. Hot Patootie when he was in Rocky Horror. First time I seen him in there doing Hot Patootie. It's like that was like, oh my gosh, they got Meatloaf in here. Okay, yeah. This movie's even got more cred now, you know what I mean? But yeah, he was doing all kinds of roles in different things, throughout. Yeah. But just amazing, So back to you a little bit. So did you do some vocal training or some vocal exercises to kind of amp it up a little bit to get the sound for it?
To be honest, I was very shy when I started singing. I was about 13, and my dad was like, I want you to sing this song. We're doing a first dance. And I was so nervous, and I had to sing, "You are my special angel. You are my special angel." And right. I must have sang that thing over and over and over again. And I'm like 12, 13 years old, and I did it at the wedding. And then from there, it was I remember the second song, and from there I couldn't tell you what I went. The second song was La Bamba, and I had to learn it in Spanish, obviously. And so I memorized it, and when I nailed that and I saw people react to me being a young kid on stage singing, I had already been playing for many years, either drums or sax and trumpet, and not the same effect as when you're a vocalist. And all of a sudden, it's like people are like, wow, and I was like, wow, this is a cool thing. And I knew I wanted to sing, more and more. And so then from there, you would think I took lessons. I didn't. I took lessons on piano. And then my dad taught me trumpet and sax. And then from there, and I took drum lessons, of course. But I'm self-taught on guitar, really self-taught on piano, because piano training I did take was, just scales and stuff, children's books and all. And then vocally, believe it or not, I never took a lesson in my life. And two things in my life that I've done that I'm proud of that I never took a lesson in. I became a certified tennis pro, believe it or not, and I never took a tennis lesson in my life. And I'm a professional singer, and I never took a voice lesson in my life. So but being around music and all, and just singing and being forced to learn songs for weddings or club dates was just a thing. And then, like I said, I have a big voice or big guy. It just made sense to do it. Now yeah. I do teach, and I do vocal exercises. I teach vocal exercises to all my students. I teach drums, trumpet, piano, guitar, bass, all the instruments I play, as well as vocals. And so I don't really warm up like, that's another thing that's odd, the parallel between tennis and music with me. I really don't warm up my vocal cords before I sing, and I never really did stretching and stuff before I played tennis or taught tennis. I was a teaching pro. And that's always been a bizarre thing. However, when I did technical drumming, because I played with my uncle's group, the Hip Pickles is a drum band called the Hip Pickles Drum Band on Long Island. And they were world famous drum band. Before Blue Man Group, before Stomp, there was actually this group called the Hip Pickles. And then when all these other drum groups started taking over, we were doing arena football games and the New York Islander games. We were doing stadiums and stuff like that for halftime shows. And then it got taken away because each team would get their own musicians instead of flying someone in. And,
Right.
So like, for instance, like the Giants, New York football team, you'd see the drummers in there. They didn't have that when we started. We would get hired to come in and do that. Now they have their own guys and everything. So that kind of washed up. So then we got into character education and we started drumming for schools, and then COVID hit and then that was shot. So I've always, but my point on this whole thing, I strayed a little bit, was that's the only thing I really had to warm up. Because your hand, the drumming was so technical that you had to warm up and get your hand loose, or you would drum and you wouldn't be as good as. So that's the only thing I ever warmed up. Never took voice lessons. Never did vocal exercises.
Yeah, I've heard singers say both. Some do some scales and stuff like that. We talked to Tim Ripper Owens. He doesn't do anything. He just goes out there and belts it out. You know what I mean?
But I think I sing every day because I play keyboards and I do like I just came back from I did a nursing home today and I sang. So I'm always singing. So if you keep using it, you don't lose it.
Right.
But as far as warming up, plus this catalog, I'm done. I'm shot. The name of the show, the band is All Revved Up, and I used to have a shirt that I used to take off at the end, and it said I beat anorexia. It was kind of a fun thing to make people laugh, because I'm a heavy guy and I beat, it's a joke, obviously.
Right.
But now I changed the shirt and it says all wiped out because I'm so wiped out at the end of the show.
Yeah.
As Meat was too.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say he was pretty much the same way, and I think a lot of times he was going off stage getting some oxygen and stuff like that. And he was just spent. My girlfriend was actually lucky enough to meet him back in the day just afterwards, and he was just drenched in sweat, because he's a big guy.
It's not only the physicality of it as being a big guy, because I'm a big guy, because I do plenty of other shows and different styles of music, and I'm not. I could drum for five hours and not be as sweaty. What happens is and this is commendable to Meat himself, one of the hardest ranges to sing, and there's so many words, and all the songs are long, and it just wipes the hell out of you because not anybody can do this. Not anybody could do what I'm doing. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying it is not an easy show to sing. The range is really high. It wipes you out. I mean, literally, I could do 5 hours singing covers of Bon Jovi and everything from Sinatra and not be exhausted, not even tired. Maybe tired, but not. But
yeah, like you said, the songs are so long, and some of it is so quick. Some of the words are so quick and so fast that he's singing. It's just like anybody. This is not an easy artist to pay tribute to.
I do the originals. I've seen other tributes in England, and the guys are taking them down, a half step, 2 steps, 2.5 steps, and they don't even sound like the same song. So it's tough to sing them. But you know what? I really feel that's what's special about the band is the authenticity of what I do, as well as the guys in the group, guys and girls.
Definitely. Well, I think you guys do an amazing job, and I want to show the fans here your promo in here, give them a little taste of what they're going to see coming up. So I'm going to take a quick pause here, and we'll check out the promo for All Revved Up here on Talking About Rock.
me sleep on it. Baby, baby, let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning. Let me sleep on it. Baby, baby, let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning.
I gotta know right now, do you love me?
I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
Raise me up, will you help me down?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, must have been while you were kissing me. Took the words right out of my mouth. Well, I swear it's true. Just about to say I love you. Now my body is shaking like a wave on the wall. Baby, 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 if I kiss you like this, and you whisper like that, it was long ago, but oh, coming back. If you want me like this, and if you need me like that, I treasure your love. I never, never wanna lose it. You've been through the fire and and I know you got the answers to prove it. I treasure your love. I want my money back. I want my money back.
What about love?
Kiss a fat kid, always breaking in half.
What about sex?
Heaven can wait, and all I've got is time until the end of time. I won't look back, I won't look back. Let the old turn shine. Hey guys, I got a great idea! A great way to end this video!
Now, what? is
Check
it
this
now?
out!
God, I gotta go.
What? Really?
Okay, we're back here on Talking About Rock. We just checked out some of the promo for All Revved Up. They're coming to the Riviera Theater in Tonawanda. Great stuff. And you guys haven't been here since, I think it was November 2019 is when you played there last, right? So it's been a while.
We've been looking to come back, and we were disappointed with COVID, but we knew that we'd be back. And I tell you, it's one of my favorite places to play now, the Riviera. It's just the people of that area are so nice to us and just embraced us like family. It's I have fans from there, which is beautiful. And there's one lady, Maria, who we met, and that's the thing. We will meet and greet with you after, so stick around.
Okay. Yep, we will.
All the fans, I'll come out and I'll meet you and say goodnight to you. So stick around, and take pictures if you'd like, because a lot of times people want to do that. But there's this one lady who we met, and she was just the sweetest thing. And during COVID, she was following what I was doing, and I wasn't really performing a lot like a lot of musicians. And I was dedicating an hour a day to do a live Facebook, and I would just play piano and sing whatever it was, And one day I had a shirt on. I think it was the day Little Richard died, and I would dress up. I'm a character, so I put up different outfits. I would dress like different thing. I can't even think of what I was, anything and everything. I have so many costumes. So one day it was Little Richard Day because he had just died, and there was a shirt. It was very colorful, and she goes, I love that shirt. And I said, you can have it. And she's like, what? And I never really met her. She just, it was someone that was at the show, and she had emailed us, so I stayed in contact with her, Facebooked me. And I said, you want the shirt? You can have it. And she's like, I couldn't do that. I said, you like the shirt? She likes it. So I mailed her the shirt. Well, little did I know we'd become friends, and she's a really nice lady. And she made a bunch of masks and a nice material, and she sent it to me. And then she got stricken with cancer, which there's a good ending here. And she wasn't doing well, but now she's doing well. She's going to be at the show again. So I can't wait to see her. And,
okay. Did you want to give a shout out to her here on the video?
Absolutely. Marie will come to see you. It's going to be fun. You're definitely going to meet us again. And we're looking forward. Oh, and the shirt she says she's wearing, and she put stuff on it, like skulls or something. She changed it or something. So she's excited.
Excellent. That's what rock and roll is all about. That's what music is all about. Connecting with people, connecting with the fans. The music is such a big part of so many people's lives. It's the emotional connection. For me, it's a lot of the lyrics. So I'm really into the words and lyrics myself. Right. You know what I mean? But and yeah, the Riviera Theater, like you're talking about, Buffalo's not a huge town. It's not huge. There's not a ton of places to play, but we got a lot of heart. We've got a lot of bands through here, and a couple weeks ago I was at Riviera Theater. We saw Great White and Kip Winger, and they were great, obviously older guys, but they were sounded great. Everybody appreciated it. It was a rocking time. We've seen a couple different AC/DC tribute bands there. 21 Gun Salute was there. Land of Oz was there. Ozzy tribute band. Fans are rocking for all that stuff. We love the rock and roll in Buffalo. So yeah, it's great, man. So we're really glad you're coming out and playing. I think it's going to be this Friday. I believe it's March 11th, right? Which is this Friday.
Yeah.
And you can get tickets at Riviera Theater, or you can get them online, or where should they go to get tickets?
That's what I think. Just call the theater and get them. I think they're getting close to being sold out. So you better get on it, people.
Yeah,
I know that they're. It's going to be a full house, so we're excited.
Yeah, the tickets definitely go fast there. Yeah, I know you can buy the tickets online too, because a lot of folks do that. This is going to be a show to see. When I was at the Great White Show, they showed your promo. People were talking about it. They're like, that's another show we need to go see and check out. Obviously, unfortunately, we're never going to be able to see, the original Meatloaf again, but you guys do justice to the songs. You do the theatrics, you got the costumes, you do a great job, and we're really happy to have you coming here and doing that.
Well, we appreciate it, and I couldn't do it without my band. My band is awesome. They're dedicated. They work so hard, and we're all looking forward to coming up and keep on rocking. As Meat would always say, never stop rocking, and that's what we're gonna do.
Excellent. Yep, we're keeping the torch alive here ourselves and talking about rock, and that sounds great, man. Keep on rocking, and that's awesome. If they want to know more about your band, or they want to check out tour dates or stuff like that, where should people go?
Well, I have a Facebook under my name. You can just go to that. My website's currently down. I'm working on revision it. I have 28 bands that I actually play in and run. So it's crazy. They're all different styles and genres. So I'm working on a new webpage with that. But if anybody needs to, get in touch with us, they can certainly look on the, John Doboe Facebook, and then which is DOBOE, and or my email is Dr. Doobie DOOBIE 1 @yahoo.com. You can get in contact with us that way, and we'll certainly get back to you. You could also go on Facebook and look at All Revved Up New York, and just look for us there as well.
Great. Yeah. So if you folks want to check out more dates, go to those places, and you can check all that from All Revved Up. So that's awesome. And if you folks out there have questions or comments for us here at Talking About Rock, please feel free to email us at talkingaboutrock@gmail.com. Please like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And for this interview and all upcoming interviews, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate your subscriptions. So, John, thank you so much for being with us tonight, man. We're all revved up. We're ready to go.
Thanks, Robert, thank you.
We're going to see you this Friday at the Riviera Theater, Tonawanda, New York, my friend.
I hear it's going to snow there, so everyone get out early. Don't be scared of the snow. It's going to be a great show.
It'll be chilly out, but the rock will keep everybody warm. Keep the torch alive.
I like to hear. All right.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Peace and love. Take care.